What's up guys, it's Jalen here with iDrew360 and welcome to the app of the week for Wednesday, May 16th. This week's app is Viggle. And Viggle is similar to the app Get Glue, and the sort of thing that you kind of check in at what you're watching, except it's only for TV. As far as I know, Get Glue works for like almost all forms of entertainment, but Viggle is only for TV. So the way it works, you hit the tab here to check in, and it will basically listen to what you're watching. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for you right now.
It's just a one-man or a two-man break, and it's all done because Boston now is going small, matching their two guards with Philly's two guards. Last touch by Boston. 8 on the shot clock for 76ers. Drew Holiday. Rondo the rebound. He's got Allen on the left wing and Pierce on the right. Garnett quickly inside the three-point line, and the rebound by Holiday. This really does shape up as a strong defensive series, and a bad pass by Iguodala right into the hands.
So basically, after you check in, it's going to take a recording. Well, not really recording. It's going to sample what you're watching by obviously listening to your TV, as you just saw in the previous clip, and then it's going to match it to one of the listings that is in your area. So when you're first starting up the app, you do have to put in your information of like what cable provider do you have and your zip code and things along that line, so it can identify what's actually playing, so that when it listens to your TV, it has like a selection to choose from. And then you get points for each time you check in. So depending on when you check in, if I were to check in at the beginning of let's say I was to check in at the beginning of a basketball game, I would get more points than if I were to check in at like the middle or the end of a game. So that's just kind of common sense on how that one works. So once you get these points, what can you do with them? Well, there is a reward section. You can just basically redeem your points for an award. So, or a reward, not award. So like over here you have 5 million points. You can like enter in a giveaway for 1,000 points. You can be entered to possibly win 5 million. I'm assuming those are like tickets to go see Battleship this Friday for 17,500 points, and you're usually going to get about anywhere to like 50 to 150 points for every time you check in, and even more. That's just kind of like average depending on what show you're watching. You have a like free 1-month membership for Spotify, Starbucks gift card, a Redbox rental, and it just kind of goes on with more gift cards. And you can even win an iPod Touch, 375,000 points, but it is possible. And if you go to what's on, you can see the featured shows, what's basically going to be on tonight, and what's giving the most points. So obviously, here it says The Revenge, that's going to give you 300 points. So like I'm saying, depending on what you're watching, you can get a lot more points than other things. Like stuff that on the featured list is usually like primetime shows, so you can get 300 points from that. Criminal Minds, 175. Modern Family, same thing. I think like Ellen DeGeneres, if you watch one of her an episode of her show, it's like 1,500 points. I saw it somewhere on here. Alright, I can't find it, but anyway, you guys pretty much get the point of that. So depending on what you watch, you can get more points. Like playoff games, you get about, depending on when you check it, you can get anywhere from about 150 to almost 200 points a game, which is pretty good. And if you're watching, I don't know, like Reading Rainbow, you'll get maybe like 10 points. It's just whatever is more kind of popular or what's on TV. I should also mention that you can share your check-ins. So like I just checked into like that playoff flashback. I could share it on Twitter or Facebook, and you can get extra points for sharing it on your social network. So I think it's 5 extra points to share it to Twitter, and you may possibly get more if you share it to both Facebook and Twitter. So you tweet out, and that's a free extra 5 points right there. So that's pretty awesome. And there is really no money involved. It's just get your points and you can cash them in for a reward. Simple as that. No membership fees or anything like that. So definitely go check out Viggle. Again, it is free. It's this week's app, and it's awesome. Can't say anything more than that. So follow us on Twitter at ijuice360 and check out the site ijuice360.tk.